Okay then, so we're going to start another series of Sunday, or what would you call it, nostalgia, I don't know, Sunday videos. The previous short series was on old vintage cameras, Polaroid 35mm cameras and things like that, disc cameras. This time I've decided to do a little series on old CB radios and HF radios that I've collected over the years. And some of them I use on a regular basis, some of them I don't. This one I don't use on a regular basis because it doesn't work very well. It works, it works primarily on AM. The AM is where it seems to work the best. It's obviously a mid-band radio, so you've got low, you've got high bands there. You've got your on and off, and your volume control there. And you've got your squelch, and you can pull that little knob out for your PA, public address. You've got RF gain on this little knob here, but if you pulled it out, on this one you pull it out. I'll show you another one in a minute, what I'm going to demonstrate. You push it in for FM and you pull it out for AM. This one's the opposite way around. The person who's done this has made it opposite. So you put it out for FM, you push it in for AM. So you've also got low, medium and high power. Now I believe it's very difficult to find information on these on the internet, so I've had to go by what old timers as such, people that have been around and were about when these were first launched around in the 1980s. So because I'm not sure whether the power's right. I mean, this one does less power than my other one, which is in better condition. So it's, it's sort of what kind of power should it really do? I mean, I really don't know. But low power on this particular rig, this one here, low power is about 2 watts. What have I turned it? Oh, here you go. Low power. I don't know high power. Low power is about 2 watts. Medium power is about 4 watts. And put it on high power, you'll get about 6 watts out of the back of it. Now, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. I'll explain in a minute when we go over to the other one, because I've got 2 of these. This one is in the worst condition out of both of them, but it works only on AM. The FM board, or for some reason, it just puts out a load of screeching, a load of noise, and no one can understand what you're trying to say. So, what else we've got here? SWR calibration. So for that, you'd obviously switch that to cal for calibration, and then you'd key up and you'd adjust your SWR to where it'd be on the meter to set it, and you'd put that down to SWR, which is standing wave ratio for you lot. It should be VSWR, but it's shortened to just SWR. And then you'd key up and it'll show you where your SWR is. Meters on radios aren't particularly trustworthy, you can't really trust them that much. It's always good to have a good external SWR meter or power meter as well, in order to find out exactly what it is. But it's a guide, and you can go by it as a guide, and it depends whether you want to trust it or not. Anything under 1.5 is generally okay. And then you've got a signal RF. That will tell you what the signal is coming in and what the RF power that you're doing out. When you key up, it will tell you on there. And then obviously you've got your channel selector, and because it's low and high band radio, mid bands, you're not going to get UK 2781. You're not going to get the UK CB band. The meters, you're going to be in between. You're going to be in the mids, in betweens. That's that. You've got TX. No, you haven't. You've got a high channel light. That'll be off. That light will come on when you put it that. You've got an RX and TX, receive and transmit. You've got your microphone, 4-pin. I believe they're Uniden. Well, strangely enough, this radio has this original, well, it has the microphone that come with it, Stalker microphone, and I'm told these are Uniden wired, but the other radio, which I think's been modified, isn't Uniden wired. I don't know what bloody wiring it is. The only microphone I've got to fit the other one is this Palmer mic. It's brand new. I just happened to buy it one day and it's the only one that works. It's not powered or anything. So I don't know whether they're uniden or what. You've got your little things there for your brackets, and you've got one on the other side as well to put your bracket on. On the back, we've got ourselves the serial number, the PL259 plug there to put your antenna in, your power, your PA speaker, and your external speaker there for your CB, so you can have an external speaker if you wanted to listen to, rather than using the speaker that's on the radio, which sometimes aren't very good. So there we go, that's our lovely Stalker 6. So as I said, I've got two of them, and I have one that I use on a regular basis, and that's actually plugged in over here. So I'm going to move the camera around and we can switch that one on. Since they're both the same radio, it doesn't make any sense to unplug that and plug this one in, and this one doesn't work very well anyway. That one works better. So we'll plug the other one in, you can see what it looks like when it's lit up. Okay then, so here we go, we've got the other one here. This is the same radio, it's just the other one, the one that's the better one out of them all. You can see I have a frequency counter on top of that, along with a power meter on top of that. This is my most reliable one, so I just have that on here. I've got so many of them old ones. So if we turn that on, then we should be able to turn. I see we've got it on the channel 19 at the moment, and there appears to be somebody trying to talk on that. It doesn't really seem to be working very well, does it? Anyway, so we've got it lit up. I don't really know what's going on there. I wonder if their microphones had it. Anyway, we'll turn that down for now. So we've got a high channel. That's because we've got the high channel on. If we turn the high channel off, that light will go off. Now we're down on the mid band somewhere. Let's turn our frequency counter on just for fun. It's currently receiving. When you press the key on the microphone, that will go to a different colour. It goes red. That's pretty much it. You know, it's exactly the same. 32, which is on this radio. Now this radio has been adjusted for the UKCBs on high. Put it down to low, it goes back onto mid bands. Put it onto high, and you can get all the 40 channels on UK 2781 CBs. It's been adjusted, which is probably why it has different microphone wiring, and I've had to use this one until I can get myself a better one. But I've been using this one for years, and it's you know, my audio reports seem to be alright. I don't get many bad audio reports, considering it's a low power radio, you know. The only trouble with this particular radio is if you have it on high power, you get a humming behind your audio, which ain't very good. So I tend to leave it on medium power, which gives me about 4 watts, which is the UK legal limit anyway. So I can't go any higher than that even if I wanted to, really. Signal on RF, as you can see, currently I'm reading noise. If we move it down to channel 18 so that we won't be going on the calling channel, because channel 19 is the calling channel. I know it says 31, but it is the frequency of channel 19. This will be the frequency of channel 18, 31 on there, frequency of channel 18. So when I key up, see, 27771, which is the frequency for UKCB channel 18. And you would have noticed that would have gone to about the 9, just after the 9. That indicates that it's actually transmitting. So it's a fantastic little radio. I really like it. Like I said, I use it as my sort of daily CB as such, you know, just for using CBs. It doesn't make any sense using a HF radio, HF rig for going on the CBs, and a lot of people that have their licenses, they will find they won't talk to CBers. I don't care. I'll go on any band, any frequency, and any radio. I like these older radios. So we've got our squelch. The only other problem with this one is, well, the squelch does need to be tuned a little bit, because currently we've got our squelch all the way up there, and if I start to turn it down, that's the threshold for the squelch, and it's right up there. So that could be a bit of an issue in the future, but it doesn't bother me for now. Lovely radio. fantastic, holds frequency really well. Really pleased with it. So we've actually done 2 radios in this video, but they're both the same radio, so I'm going to count it as one radio. So I'm going to do, in the next couple of videos, every Sunday at 3 AM in the morning, GMT or BST. I think it's both the same thing. What's BST stand for? British Standard Time, something like that. British Mean Time. I don't know. There's going to be different antique, vintage, old CB radios, and if I feel like it, I might go into HF and VHF. I don't know yet. I may well do. I don't know. So there's a few more to go out of my collection yet. They were all in storage. I've got them out to have a look at them. I'm trying to thin down a bit, you see, thin down. So before I thin down, before I sell them all, I might as well show you a lot of them and, showcase them as such, sort of record them so that in the future I can look back at these videos and go, oh, bloody hell, look, I had that radio. I don't remember having that radio. You know what it's like, I'm sure you do. Anyway, next couple of videos, if you're interested in it, subscribe and stay tuned and all that stuff. Every Sunday these are going to be happening. I upload normally every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 3 AM GMT. That's just normal videos. This radio series will be every Sunday morning at 3 o'clock. Okay, a lovely job. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, won't you? Bye bye.